Okay, so I'm reading Christine de Pizan's 1405 literary work, The Book of the City of Ladies. And I don't have anything directly to say about it quite yet. I'm still in the first chapter where she's still doing her apology. And she's explaining her personal struggle with reading the literature of men talking shit about women up to the year 1405. So if you've been listening to me talk about all this ghost and all this witch hunt stuff, and if you heard me say this morning that the ghost and witch hunts of the early modern period, the 15 and 1600s, were led up to by a natural evolution in the intellectual progression of Europe, this woman about 100, maybe 200 years before them, Christine de Pizan, is talking about how literary men just talked about how much they hated women and how evil and horrible being around women was. And the thing is, most of these men who were writing knew exactly no women. They were taken from their mothers early in life, very early. So early, most of them had no memories of their mothers. And that's why they wrote the way they did. They acculturated one another to the grief of having no mother by saying that all women were evil. And so it's easy to be a eunuch with testicles if you just hate women. It's easy to be gay if all women are just evil. The argument's gone nowhere. In fact, the framing of the argument, the very text, the very words, the very arguments themselves have gone nowhere. No one hates his mother like a gay man. He's confused that she's winning the sexual competition. She has +1 orifice to receive dick in. And anyway, I just wanted to tell you this cool quote that I heard that Christine Pizan says in the first chapter. Coming to the end of the first chapter, she's talking about God. She's writing this to God, where God is not the author, but God is the listener. She's talking to herself in text, knowing as she's recording her thoughts that no one is likely to read what she's saying. Just like I'm talking to the future, in that I'm talking to this camera and I am publishing this, but I have no expectation that anyone is going to listen. So I'm talking to God. And in that same way, she's talking to God, and she tells God something that I really like, and I'm going to repeat for you now. She asked God, she said, God, you said that the testimony of 2 or more witnesses is conclusive of the matter. So how can I doubt that women are so terrible? If the consensus among the people testifying against women, because women can't testify against women, if the testimony of men is that women is so bad, how can it be true that women are anything but? She even asks, she says, I don't even know how it's possible that God, you could have made something as terrible as what these men say women are. Ironically, she asks, why wasn't I born male so that I could actually serve you perfectly the way men claim? Then she says, pardon and forgive me if I fail to serve you the way I should. You'll have to hear the rest in part 2.